welcome. This is our great Thursday night motivator with Michelle Pettis. She is the author of Leaving Large. She is an international speaker on all things health, wealth, wellness, fat, obesity, weight loss, surgery, all the stuff that we do. But she proclaims it's not all of that, it's the story behind that. Isn't it amazing? Tonight, we're going to talk about last week's topic. Is it possible for you to get a different life and body by holding on to the same beliefs and behaviors? And then this week's topic is who or what makes it easy to stick to your weight loss goals? Now, we're going to bring Michelle in with the tambourine. Go right ahead, Michelle, and
That's
take it
right.
away. Thank you for being with us
Woo.
tonight.
We have a lot of territory to cover tonight, don't we? I am
Yes,
so
we do.
excited about both of those topics. I mean, it feels a little off not talking to you every week. We were off last week. I mean, for a good
Well,
cause, right?
well,
For
Michelle Obama,
for
she filled in for me last week.
oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh yes.
And so and so here's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna take it even higher tonight. That's what we're
Good.
gonna do.
Good.
We're gonna keep on climbing. We're and and even though those two topics don't seem like they're connected,
Mm-hmm.
they are. They
Yes.
are. You know,
Yes.
I mean, it is all connected, and we can start thinking about um, who makes it easy or who makes it difficult for you to stick to your weight loss goals. Because, I got to tell you something. I'm starting with that because so much of the conversations that we have, when we have it in the Monday night group, and even when we have our writing group on Saturday, which is coming up, by the way, day after tomorrow. So
Okay.
much of the conversation is about how difficult it is sometimes to stick to your plan and stick to your goal when you are around other people and they're not eating in the same way that you are. All right. And
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you're being deprived. You feel like you're not part of the full experience because you can't. And I'm putting can't in quotation marks, right? Because that can't is a belief that
Yes.
goes to what we were going to talk about last week, right?
Yes.
Can you be different holding on to the same beliefs?
Well,
So
let me tell you, Michelle. Um, I don't even know what I am doing. I don't know how I am doing it. I can tell you every place in Clarksville, Tennessee, where they have candy bowls, candy rolls, and of all the candy, I like all my favorites. Haven't seen them in years. I can tell you, the candy bowl at the Ajax Center, Miss Deborah would what? I'm getting me a handful and bringing some. I'm gonna buy some too to go in there and give you some money for it because I'm gonna be eating it. My They eating everything. They got cakes and passport. You want a piece of cake? No, thank you. And that's since July 1st. I don't even know how. I just I used to tell myself, how much fatter can I get? But that it didn't even saying that and understanding how to just say no, thank you. And it clearly has something to do with people talking to me every week saying, I said no. I said, no, thank you. I'm not going to have that today. It didn't
yes,
have anything with people just loving my message because last year I lost some weight and kept on eating. After I lost that 33 pounds, I kept on eating. Oh, I need some more. I kept on eating. So having this tambourine, and I'm Church of Christ, we don't use no instruments. We're going to use some today. Okay? Y'all got something wrong up in there because we got the tambourine going on today. We praising the Lord with the cymbals. Okay? Because I didn't try it that way. ain't working. I've got to learn how to do something different if I want a different result.
Mm. And in order to do something different, you have to think something different. Because
Yes.
what we do follows what we think. And the
Yes.
mistake that most people make, and what this $93 billion weight loss industry wants to keep people trapped in, is just in the doing,
Mhm.
just in the mindless movement, in the mindless behavior, without taking control of our thoughts. Because as
Yes.
soon as we take control of our thoughts, our actions
Yes.
have to follow. As soon as we take control of our beliefs, our body has to follow. The focus needs to be all up here, because when it's
Yes.
up here, right, we we bring the body along. We are training ourselves. And
Yes.
what we think over and over and over again, that's what we become.
Yes. So I gotta write that down. Ooh, that's some good stuff right there. Nicole says hello. A couple of other people with some different languages are saying hi. And Miss Chocolate Baka says, y'all look lovely. I'm on a weight loss journey too. Girl,
Come
come on.
on, come
Come
on,
on.
come on. And so, and here's what I want to say, come on, and I want to say join the fun.
That's right. That's right.
Jo- join the fun, because
Yes.
again, this whole notion about what we believe about this journey and
Hmm.
what's happening, that guides how we approach it. So
Yes.
how many times in the past have you thought, oh my God, I gotta go on a diet, the doctor says I gotta lose some weight. Even that energy right there is already negative, right? It is
Yes.
already something that you want to do, because you're focused
Yes.
on where you are right now, not the long-term gain and not the long-term benefit, not the
Yes.
reason. And so if you say I'm making these changes because I see a future, I see future me, right, living a healthy life, like living a life where I'm running through some fields, right,
Mm,
living a life
okay.
where, right, I might not be in the mall shopping, but I might be online shopping, right?
That's
You know,
right. That's
I might be
right.
switching, I might even learn how to line dance.
Well,
I'm doing I'm doing all of that stuff, because I might do some rock climbing or
that's
some
right.
zip lining, you
That's
know,
right. I
all that kind of stuff.
I went to the grocery store. The other thing is people say, "Oh, it costs so much." I didn't have much money. But what I did, I said, I've been watching recipes and stuff. I said, I'm gonna give me I got a 6 pack of eggs, which was only 6 of them, some guacamole, I got some celery, but I already had the cucumber. I said, when you get home, you're gonna cut that cucumber up. Celery to go with my guacamole. Gonna have eggs and guacamole for breakfast with tomatoes I already got. And if I want anything else, and then I got 3 canned items. This is just in case. And I got the salad I already been eating on for 2 weeks. It's not too much money. We like to say something just to hear our lips chap. This was $9.17. It's not too much money because I only had $13 in my purse. So I was very intentional about getting food for the next couple of days. Came home and put the chicken wings that I had in the oven. So there's some protein. Here's some protein. I cut the tomatoes up, and I'm already thinking ahead. Well, when am I going to cook this cabbage? So it doesn't cost too much. And it also, people want you to agree with them. Whatever their thought is, oh, it's so hard. Oh, it's so expensive. Or, oh, I've been trying, but not giving themselves credit for the little effort. You're trying, you're doing fine. And I watch those YouTube videos, and 1 minute she's 500, and day after tomorrow she's 200. And I'm like, but Deborah, that's not your testimony. That's not your ministry, girl. Your
Mhm.
ministry is you've been losing weight and losing weight and losing weight and losing weight and gaining weight and gaining weight and gaining weight until you learn how to confront what's really bothering you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
sometimes I have to tell myself, girl, stop living in the past. And
Mhm.
sometimes I have to tell myself, you know what? I'm on my way.
Mhm. 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 And that what you said about confronting what's really bothering you, that
Hmm.
speaks to this, is that before we ever gain a single pound, a single ounce of extra weight on our bodies, we gain it in our head first.
Yes.
And we have to lose it through the same portal.
Yes.
We lose it in our head first. We release it. We release it in our minds, right? We release it in our spirits. We release it in our thoughts. And when we
Yes.
start to do that, then we can release it in our bodies.
Hold on. We need a symbol for that. Woo! Because music helps you to retrain your brain to
Yes,
symbols.
yes,
Um,
yes.
yeah, Miss Chocolate, she said, "You are so right. A meal from Chick-fil-A is $12." What motivated me not to eat at Chick-fil-A is because Chick-fil-A's what they have has 55 ingredients in it. And that really encouraged me not to eat there. I saw somebody with a bag today. I said, "Ooh." I was like, "Ooh, he eating Chick-fil-A." But I didn't want it. I just saw him with it. They have cake all the time. Those old people are always bringing in desserts, cookies, candy, and all the stuff. It
Mhm.
doesn't make me want it. When I have my mind on me, I got them to bring zero sugar water, and they have the popcorn that has two carbs in it. That's something I can get. I don't need the other
Mhm.
stuff. It's okay.
Mhm.
You can't have
Mhm.
any of anything. There's nothing you can have any. You can't have somebody else's house, somebody else's car. So why are we so judgmental about someone else's food?
Right.
I
Right.
can't have what
Yes.
kids eat. They need it for different reasons. I can't have that.
Mhm. Everybody's body is different.
Yes.
Everybody's body is
Yes.
different. Everybody's journey,
Yes. And
you
and
know,
that
it
and
is
that's
it
okay.
is such. Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah.
That I mean, we are all unique and different and special.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it stands to reason. If we all have a different fingerprint,
Oh yeah.
right?
Porch Lady says Chick-fil-A is a hospital environment for weight loss. I wouldn't necessarily say that because they do have kale salad. They have soups. They do have some things that that you can eat and lose weight. But I think for me, as far as trying to cook at home and be economical and feel satiated. What eating out does for me is it doesn't make me feel like I've had enough to eat. And it's probably because
Mhm.
I've not had enough nutrition to eat. Because that nutrition,
Mhm.
that's what makes you feel that you can go on. So I won't say
Yes.
that. I won't
Yes.
judge what they're doing.
Yes.
I'm just talking about what I need to do because I got a house that has a mortgage and I can't eat the way
Mhm.
I used to eat because I got to pay the mortgage.
Mhm. That's a priority. And
That's it.
here's the thing. Here's the thing is that we don't need as much food as the advertising tells us that we need, first of all.
Yes.
And let's just think about this from a mathematical standpoint. If food is high, right, more
Mhm.
expensive than what it has been in the past, and I don't know what that number is. And
Mhm.
if we look at the statistics that tell us that 66% of the population is either overweight or obese,
Mhm.
60%, then that means that there is an overabundance of money being spent on food. right? I mean,
Yes.
that's just that mathematically is spending too much on food, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know this issue is way more complex than that, and I'm simplifying it to some degree. But what I am saying is that if you find yourself being in the population of saying one of that 66% and thinking, boy, I need to lose a couple of pounds. I mean, maybe I need to lose a lot of weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm finding that food is becoming more and more expensive. Well, guess what? This is me being different. This is me deciding, all right, I can be different in this space. I can spend less money, right, on food because I don't need as much as I'm been had in the past. It's more
Mm-hmm.
expensive. And this is a perfect time for me to start being more vigilant and more thoughtful and only buying that which is nutritious and nourishing, and only buying that which is going to serve my body, and stop buying food for pleasure,
Yes.
right?
I I
That's
I've
the-
been talking
then
about
that stuff is more expensive. That yeah, I
I've
mean
been talking
it
about
it's more expensive to buy soda than it is water,
yes.
right?
I've been talking about going to get food boxes and scared that when I get them, I'm not going to be able to eat anything in them. So one food box I got, it had all vegetables, so that was great. The second one I got the other day, the only thing in it that I could eat was some walnuts, which was great. Isn't that great? And some shell nuts, the pistachios, that was great. Some greens and chicken. Everything else in the box was just fruit with sugar, fruit, like a lot of canned fruit
And, you
full of sugar
Deborah Ann, you froze up on me. You froze up. All I heard was walnuts, pistachios, and greens, and then you
and
froze.
chicken, walnut, pistachios, greens, and chicken. Everything else in the box was fruit and heavy syrup. And
Mm-hmm.
and rice, enriched rice. The enriched part makes you gain weight. You wonder why you can't eat rice, but that rice makes you gain weight. Four or
Mm-hmm.
five containers of corn, um, and other food that raisins. My coach said I can't eat raisins, right? But I can't eat it, so I'll give it away to someone who can eat it because there are people who
Mm-hmm.
can eat that. And
Mm-hmm.
but I was still grateful because number one, it helps me not to buy the groceries, but number two, I'm grateful to be able to share it. And I'm working. What I've learned is I'm aware of myself. This journey makes me okay, Deborah. What are you thinking? What are you gonna wear? What do you? How do you feel? Like I really don't like my hair, but the other day I heard something. I said, "Girl, you gonna love your hair. Love your hair. Love your hair now." But I think about food all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and it's not so much that I want to go. I like going to the grocery store or ordering food every week, and I can't do that right now, and I miss it. So I
Mm-hmm.
went to the grocery store, had my doctor's appointment online at the grocery store, and I just like the grocery store. It's kind of cool. But I want to deal with that part about Deborah. You think about food too much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what's bothering you? What is on your mind?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
And that.
and the other parts of my life that I've cut off, like I saw a muscle man. He was 29. He had big old muscles. He passed me the eggs. And I was like, oh. And I was doing a live. I was like, how old are you? I was like, oh, I couldn't touch him, but I pointed to the muscles. I said, you work out, don't you? It's okay to have other parts of your life other than food, Miss Deborah.
Yes, yes,
So
yes, yes.
I woke up. I said, "Ooh, okay, we're gonna okay. I feel you. Okay, let's live life a little bit.
Right,
Let's see what his daddy's uncle
right,
talk about. Let's see how his
right,
daddy brother doing.
right, right, right. So he had some muscles that were talking to you.
Girl, they was saying, I'll pass you these eggs, ma'am. And I said, thank you. I appreciate that. I see your muscles though. So we got to get back to living our life wholly.
Yes.
Whatever we're scared of, but we really want to do, you got to do that.
Hmm.
It's believing something different, but also learning. we have to be lifelong learners. Learn about whatever tickles your fancy. Learn about it.
Mhm. Yes.
Fellowship. You can go somebody where by yourself because you're not gonna be by yourself. Except don't get kidnapped. They kidnapping folk, but don't get kidnapped now.
Right, right,
So
right.
it's important to be around people. One of my viewers, she said she left me a message. I want to talk to you. I know you need somebody to talk to. I said, baby, I don't need nobody to talk to that's going through what I'm going through. I talk to them every day online. I need somebody skinny to talk to. And I know that might seem a little harsh, but we're
Mhm.
not wallowing in our pain. We're celebrating the fact that, hey, girl, I cooked something today. And
Yes.
Miss Deborah I haven't felt like cooking. The fact that I can cook, I do cook, I'm ecstatic about that.
Mhm. Mhm. And
I'm,
so,
I'm
Deborah, I wanna go back to you thinking about food. All right. And we need food in order to live.
mhm.
We need whole, nutritious, good food in order to live.
Mhm.
That's that's point one. We need it for nourishment. We need it for nutrition. We need it for energy, and that is its only purpose.
Nourishment, nutrition, and energy.
Mhm. That is its
Okay.
only purpose. And you've heard me say the only problem it solves is hunger.
Okay.
But when you say that you think about food a lot or you think about it all the time, I don't necessarily think of that as a bad thing. And here's why I don't think of it as a bad thing. It is because you are learning. You are learning. You have all these years behind you of when you used food in a way that did not serve you. When you were eating a whole bunch of stuff mindlessly in a way that dishonored your body. That was actually, what we all went through. It was food abuse.
Mhm.
We didn't have the skills. We didn't have the mastery. We didn't know what to eat to serve our bodies. So, and nor did we know what to do to honor our emotions. We
Exactly.
didn't
Oh,
know.
ooh, girl. Hashtag. Ooh, ooh.
We didn't know.
Mhm.
But now you are in this state of awareness. You're in this state of
Yes.
consciousness. You're in this state of learning. And the fact that you're thinking about food all the time, it means that you are soaking up good information to learn and pour it into you where there was a deficit before.
Yes.
And so thinking about it, I mean, it means that you're on it. It means that you're trying to be smart. You see food as a tool to save your life. And if you
Yes.
say to me, I'm thinking about saving my life all the time, I'm like, think about saving your life all the time. Because that's what this is. I mean, for when I started on the road, I just wanted to wear cuter clothes. You've heard me say that before. It
Mhm.
was it was no I didn't even attach health to it. I didn't even have a health thought. It's been 5 years. That tells you how deep in the dark I was. I mean,
Girl, you gotta look cute. You gotta look cute. I feel you.
Right. But
I
I,
look cute.
but it wasn't even about health. I didn't connect it to my life at all. It was just I want to go to Ann Taylor. That
Okay.
I want to wear I want to wear that thing that's on the mannequin. I want to be able to go in the store, take the thing
Yes.
off the mannequin, put it on me, and walk out
Yes.
the store. That's what I want to do.
That's
All
it.
right. So, all right, Michelle, you can do that. Now what?
Okay.
Okay?
And you know what? As soon, even though I'm on this journey, there was something I wanted to eat for breakfast in the morning, but because I could reach over here and get it, I ate it. And I was trying to stop myself, but I couldn't. But that's okay. I didn't beat myself up because I ate a big old salad. That was my protein. This was my vegetable.
Mhm.
So, because every choice around me is a good choice that equals nutrition, And telling the truth is some kind of way it sets you free.
Yes,
And
yes.
I want to share this. I and I'm just being honest. I ain't gonna be lying. I ain't gonna sit on here and lie.
Mhm,
Okay, I felt the need to share my life, my true self with my family, my sisters, telling them about some things that happened to me, things I did, decisions I made, and my oldest sister said, I'm sorry you had to go through that by yourself. And my baby sister said, I would have helped you with that. I'm like, what? And I didn't even know that I could have told them. So I, it ain't got nothing. It's just life. You're scared to let people know who you really are. And now it's like, wow.
wow, wow,
So,
wow.
and also by me telling the truth, it freed up my sister to tell the truth too. To say, I can think about this. And actually, she wrote that to me years ago. But it took all this time for me to start, because I'm the talker in the family. I'm the one going to talk about some stuff. So when I stopped being scared because I didn't want to embarrass my mama, that's we black, we don't embarrass our mama. I don't know why them people on TV embarrassing their mamas. We don't do that. That's not how we were raised. I understand. This is what my nieces say. They say this: if it's your story to tell, if it happened to you, it's your story to tell. I can't tell somebody else's story. So what has
Mhm,
happened to me is my story to tell, and I'm
mhm,
not embarrassing my mother. I'm telling the truth,
mhm.
and that's saving me. And I can't worry about mama, daddy, but I'm gonna learn how to do this tambourine. I mean, I'm going tambourine and on to a church song. I can't worry about them because I tried everything and I'm keeping on gaining weight because
Mhm.
the way I'm dealing with my life is not serving me the best.
Yes, yes. And what what you have what you have just figured out and what you have just shared is what we were talking about. Being, can you get something different if you're
Yeah.
holding on to the same old beliefs? And now
Mhm.
that you are releasing those old beliefs,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You're showing up differently. Your life is showing up differently because
Yeah.
you are releasing those old beliefs.
Somebody got in my DM today that I don't mind him being in there. I'm like, what? At first, I thought he was a little chump, but I'm like, okay, he must be a grown man. I said, be a grown man. Be a grown man if you want to, but okay. I always think a dude is a chump. I'm like, okay, be a
Yeah,
grown man. But
right,
you know what?
right.
It put a spark in me. I'm like, okay, this is for me too. Okay. And he ain't talking that smacking like a yam yam. You know,
What is it, Deborah? What you call it? The smacker? Yeah, what? Yeah, black
smack a
what?
lacky yam yam. That's talking nothing. Like James
Oh,
Brown said, talking loud and saying nothing.
right, right, right,
So
right.
I'm like, girl, you don't know what
Mm,
people gets in the DM. It's called living life.
mhm.
So what we can think about is all the parts like work, fun, vacation, church, community. So we can think about all of that. We don't
Yeah.
have a problem giving too much of ourselves,
Mhm.
but taking back yourself and then using it when you can. Right now, I can do something over here for Deborah. That's what I can do.
Mhm. Mhm.
I've
Mhm.
even learned if I'm trying to stand up, I can't answer the phone. I'm trying to stand up on my feet.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
If I'm sitting over here
Right.
trying to fix this bed, I can't answer the phone. I sure enough can't answer the door. What?
Mhm.
Never.
Mhm.
I'm only important right now.
Mhm.
I'm
And
only
and
important.
and Deborah, you just pointed out a very important principle, and that is one thing at a time.
Yes.
When we apply single-minded focus to tasks, single-minded focus to situations, and let go of
Yes.
all this whole multitasking thing, it
Yes.
propels us. There's
Yes.
power in just focusing on one thing and taking this journey
Yes.
that we're on as we manage recovery. One
Yeah.
step at a time. It's one thing at a time.
And it
When
might
when we
require that you go to bed. You might have to sleep a little bit more because you're just so full of having boundaries, having self control, even though you feel like eating up everything, but just to have a boundary, letting someone know, I'm not going to be able to do that
yes. Yes. Yes.
because you're taking back your time, what you're able to do. Someone came to my house and I told her to go in the closet and get a dress because she didn't wash her clothes, which I told her she could use the washer and dryer. And I said to her, I have that outfit my friend gave me so that when I get to that size, I'll be able to wear that dress. So when she left my house that evening, I said to her, be sure to take my dress off and leave it here just in case she thought she could keep it. And she
Right.
actually thought she could have my dress, but you can't.
Right.
Because I
Right.
told you that dress was given to me for me.
Right.
And she was upset, but that was her problem. That wasn't my problem.
Right.
My problem, I already, that was my problem in my house.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just, yeah. Leave it here. Yeah,
Thank you.
leave it.
Just in case you was confused, take my dress off. And I think that being courageous enough to say, I don't want to be fat. I did a thing the other day. What's wrong with being fat? Oh, everybody said, well, nothing wrong with it. Oh, okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Mhm.
People just can't tell the truth.
Mhm.
They can't
Yeah.
tell the truth.
Yeah.
It's not good or bad. It's just the truth. I have a hard time with the truth too.
Mhm.
So I have to ask myself the question, it's okay to tell the truth. A little child gonna walk up to me and go, "What's wrong with your knees?" I'm like, "Baby, it's just fat. Feel it.
Mhm.
It ain't right or wrong. The parents leave that baby alone. They
Right.
want to ask a question, they're gonna ask it." Or
Mhm.
one little boy looked at me and said, he looked at me, he held the door for me too. He said, "I bet I can beat you in racing." I said, "Gabby, come and race him for me." That's all he saw is somebody he figured he could beat her in racing. So, when we learn to just tell the truth,
Right.
it's okay. I am encouraged because my fellow people that are losing weight, they're doing more than I can do. So I said, well, I don't really want to cook, but let me go in here and cook. My sister had huge arm surgery. She in there cooking. I'm like, well, let me go in here and try to cook. She cooked.
Mhm.
So I put some potatoes in the oven, some baked potatoes.
Mhm.
Put baked potato in the oven. I'm gonna put some sweet potatoes in the oven next week. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it. They
That's
do it.
cooking. That's cooking.
Do it. But I don't know about those sweet potatoes because I don't. I want to put some sugar on them. But Coach says you can put seasoning on them. So I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all know
Okay.
we black in Memphis. We put sugar on everything.
Oh no. So let me tell you what to do with the sweet potatoes. You want to know what to do with sweet potatoes?
I'm listening.
So I haven't had them in a long time. I'll I'll send you a picture of them. But I do sweet potato fries in the oven.
Oh, okay.
So I get my sweet potatoes and I
Okay.
slice them up and I do them with the skin on. So
Okay.
I wash it real good, get like a little plastic kind of little scrubber and
Mm-hmm.
get the skin, nice and clean. And then I slice them up like French fries.
Yes.
And
Okay.
then I put them in a bag. Remember when you were in a kid and your mom would make fried chicken and she put it in a
Mm-hmm.
that brown bag with all the flour and stuff and the spices and shake it
Mm-hmm.
up. It's a big old thing. Well, we're not gonna do that. You can but you are gonna put your potatoes in a bag, and then you're gonna get whatever spices that you want, like heavy spices. And I use parsley and I use oregano, like Italian seasoning. I use cayenne pepper. I put cinnamon in there. I put some Mediterranean seasoning in there so that the seasoning coats the fries. Like the
Okay.
seasoning coat is like so much seasoning and coats the fries like it was flour or something. So you just shake it all up, and then you lay them flat on a cookie sheet or a flat sheet, and you broil them. You broil them like at 500 or 550 because they don't take long to cook, and they get nice and crispy and
Mm-hmm.
brown, and then you're eating all the spices. I mean, it sounds like it wouldn't work, but you just put whatever spices you have in your cabinet,
Yeah,
like
that sounds good.
some mistache, some Italian, some basil, some parsley, some thyme, some oregano, some cayenne, some slap your mama, some all that, and
Okay.
just shake it up.
That sounds great. I'm glad you told me that.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Okay, let's make sure. Let me go back over these. Okay.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let's see. We got who or what makes it easy to stick to your weight loss goals? Or
Hmm.
is it possible for you to get a different life and body by holding on to the same beliefs and behaviors?
So you said what makes it easy. I mean, earlier in our conversation, you talked about reaching over. You wanted something to eat, and you just reached over because it was right next to you, and you got it, and you were okay with it because whatever you have in your house is healthy. Remember earlier when you said that? You froze. Ah, you're frozen.
I'm still here. I'm
Okay.
not comfortable, so I need to move my shape. So I'm here. I'm
Okay.
just
All right.
shifting my
And you think
position.
you just reached over. You had something right beside your bed. You just reached over, right? Who or what makes it easy? All right. You can make it easy on yourself by doing exactly what you just did. You only have things in the house that are safe for you to eat. You don't have anything around you that's not going to be a that's going to be a good choice for you. So that even if you do slip up, what you ate, the thing is fine. So being able to have what I call a safe food nearby, safe food, knowing that you have options, knowing that you have like a go-to food to get you through a situation. That was a perfect example. That was a perfect example of what makes it easy, what makes it easy for you to stay in your weight loss goal.
Oh yeah.
Um, Another example is, Deborah Ann, um, I do that Monday night group, that Monday evening group for emotional overeaters. I don't believe you have ever missed them since you started. I don't believe you have ever missed a Monday night. And I remember when you first started, you weren't that particularly keen about, you were just checking us out. You were checking us out, make sure we're okay, right?
I was
And
sitting here taking a nap. I'm like, oh Lord.
you were just, but the thing is that when you're surrounded by supportive people, when you're
Yeah.
surrounded by supportive people that are moving in the same direction you are, that helps make it easy. When
Yeah.
you when you have when you have information to counter, oh my God, it's going down on my thing. When you have information to counter
Mm-hmm.
all the information in this toxic food environment about why we need to eat. This looks so good, it tastes so good. I used to have it. It's on sale. But if you have the information that tells you that it's poison, if you have
Yes.
the information that tells you what it's going to do to your kidneys, how it's going to, what happened to me? You have the information that tells you how it's going to affect your eyesight, how it's going to cause inflammation in your body, how it causes heart disease. You know, all whatever it is. If
Mm-hmm.
you are informed, that makes it easy because if I choose this thing, I'm choosing discomfort, I'm
Mm-hmm.
choosing pain, I'm choosing death, I'm
Yeah.
choosing illness, I'm choosing sickness.
Yeah.
But if I choose this ultimately is going to be better for me. But we have to be conscious to know that. We have to fill ourselves up with that information. So it's easy to know that the choice is not about what it looks like, what it tastes like, what it smells like, what I used to eat. That's not the choice at all. But
Yes.
when you clearly know that if I eat differently, right?
Yes.
If I eat differently, it's going to be easier for me to hit the goal that I want to hit. And that
Yeah.
goal is more important. And this is how this is all connected.
Oh yeah. And I go to the senior citizen center, and of course I'm one of the youngest people there, but I look at the people who are 80, who were in two or three different military air forces. Even one of the men, he has a walker, but his posture is so straight. He walks beautiful. It even though I said, "Oh, you walk so nice." But he takes it for granted that his posture is perfect. He's tall, and I get inspired by them, and they get inspired by me. They're
Yes.
like, "You
Yes.
smell like green." I'm like, "Yeah, I've been swimming." So
Uh-huh.
you have to put yourself in a place, and even that as a big person, I don't go anywhere where I'm not applauded. I go
Yes.
everywhere, and
Yes.
people applaud me just because I'm there.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you gotta learn. Some people are used to being the black sheep or downtrodden because of their weight, but you've got to learn to celebrate yourself. You just
Absolutely.
And you know what? I'm in the All Things Feminine group, and she wants us to do this sexy thing, just be sexy for yourself. And I was like, I don't feel like being sexy for myself, but I got to. If I want to be different, y'all know I got to get married at Graceland. So I'm like, look, I'm going to have to do it. It's just giving
uh,
yourself hope, but don't be afraid to keep hoping in every area of your life.
yes.
That money
Absolutely.
to eat less, or I took 6 bottles of water and one n- n- diet lemonade or the diet tea, green tea with me today because I want to make sure that I'm hydrated.
Mhm.
And when I went to get my blood work the other day, as soon as she touched my arm, blood flew out of it because I was hydrated. So
Mhm.
sometimes we have a lot of problems because we're not drinking enough water or minerals in our system. So
Right.
our feels bad.
Right. Right.
So,
Right.
and it's those little bitty things.
Yes. Little
Little bit.
bitty things add up to big results. And that's,
Yeah.
that's something we talk about every Monday night in that free group on Facebook, the I Am Brand New Not Facebook group. We
Okay.
meet, we have just open, honest conversations about our
What?
challenges, about our
Y'all-
struggles, about our victories. It is 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
And it's
Five
in the.
o'clock.
If you want to go to that contact information, it's in the discussion group. Are we going to meet on Labor Day?
We are meeting on Labor Day. You know why we're meeting on Labor Day?
This is a
Because
day of.
we eat. Because we eat on Labor Day.
That's it.
That's right. Because we eat on Labor Day, and I'm not traveling. How about that? So yes,
That's,
yes, we're meeting on Labor Day, and we are meeting on Saturday. We're meeting
oh,
day after
wonderful.
tomorrow. We're having
Okay.
we're having our writing workshop on Saturday from 11 to 12:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. And in
If
the
you
your
are,
email is in the description. The whole blurb that I sent to you is in the description. So
and
everybody can go right to the description and sign up. Porch
I
Lady, our special member, she says we must do what we can, all we can, while we can. Say it, Porch Lady.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And Porch Lady, I know we'll see you. We'll see you on Saturday in the writing group. At least I hope. I hope we do. So, but let me get back to the writing group. For anybody, right tonight, just watching, or if you watch tomorrow, whenever you watch, you're
Okay.
part of the Lose Weight with Me family. If you sign up for the writing class is $25. Right, writing class is $25. What I will do is I will send you a copy of my book. And I don't do this for everybody. I don't do this all the time. The book is $25. The book is $25 signed. I send it to you, which is $29, right?
Okay.
I, but if you sign up for the writing class, I'm going to send you the book and take the $5 hit myself. The
Oh,
$4 hit, take the 4.95 hit myself. If you and it will have give you an opportunity to be a part of that writing workshop for an hour and a half, and I'll put a signed copy of the book in the mail to you. Yep, that's what I'll do. That
that's
because I'm gonna show up for you, right?
that's all.
I'm gonna show up for you until you can show up for yourself. I'm gonna
Mm,
show up for you while you're showing up for yourself.
That's
right?
it. That's it. And you know what, Michelle? One of the other content creators in Africa who is working on her weight, I seen her just like I'm laying here like this, and I kind of felt a little bad by doing it. But then when I saw her, I said, you know what? The reality is our bodies cause us to need to lay like this and talk. And now I don't feel bad because it's not forever.
Mhm.
Nothing forever. It's just you do what you have to do today,
Mhm.
and then you set a goal. You say, you know what, I really want to weigh less. I want to feel better in my body. I want to be able to stand up. I want to be able to walk. I met a lady, I seen her, she said, I'm off of my cane. I actually never even thought about the fact that I don't have to always have my cane one day.
Mhm. Yes.
In order to not have a cane, I have to put it in my mind, you know, I'm not going to have a cane one day.
Mhm. Mhm. Ooh,
Because
when that day comes and you hang up the cane, we're gonna
okay,
just gonna we're gonna hang it up on the wall.
that's
Frame
it.
that frame that son of a gun, get it framed and put it up there.
That's
Right.
it.
So
So
yeah, go ahead.
absolutely amazing what we can hope to do. And I know it's hard. A lot of things that we do, we've learned through religion, through culture, our black culture. We eat all. That's not true. I had a guy come over. He was adopted too from Africa, from Ghana. So I cooked for him, and he did not. I cooked peas, sweet potatoes, cornbread, and fried chicken. He did not eat any of it because it was full of sugar, and I was so offended. But I didn't. When I had just come back from Ghana, and I that food they had was good, and so I didn't know that everybody didn't put sugar in all their food.
Mhm. Right.
I was so offended, and only until recently, because when I went to London, all their meat was this small in the grocery store. I
Yeah.
said, "This food too little." Well, only in America do we eat a whole hog to make a point.
Right. Right. And that's why people say food costs too much because it's
That's
spent too much on food. Right. It's yeah. So we have to take that back. We have to take our pocketbooks back, right? We have to
yes,
take our health back. We have to do all of that. And if you're
yeah,
interested in doing that, come to that Monday night group. It's free, right? If you want
yeah,
to invest a little bit more time in support in yourself, we can do that Saturday in the writing group. And if you are interested, I am opening up my 52-week transformation course.
oh wow,
Um, and that is if you're looking for super support. You get support every day, like
okay,
365. And it
okay,
is total transformation because this journey isn't about a program.
okay,
It's not about, lose weight in this amount of time to get it's not that. It is about transforming your mind, your body, and your life.
that's it.
Because when you
That,
transform your mind, your body follows. And when you transform your mind, you end up transforming your life. The skills, this once you get mastery over your emotions,
mm,
that's when you gain mastery over food. That's not when I say it's not about the food, it's about the story behind the food. It's about the emotions that are driving it. When you get to the point where you know that it's an emotion and not hunger,
mhm,
you know that it's fear and not hunger. You know it's pain and not hunger. You know it's sadness and not hunger. You know it's loneliness and not hunger. You know it's frustration and not hunger. When you're
yeah,
able to identify what that feels like and be okay with it,
yes,
to
and you
be
know
able,
I did? I sat in it. Michelle says, whenever I get to the Ajax Senior Citizen Center, I go in and speak to my friends. I said, "Look here, y'all. I'm going outside to get me some sun." I go out. It's 110 degrees outside, baby. I go outside and I sit in the sun, and I say, "This is what Michelle calls sitting in it." Because when you're outside looking at the trees, looking at the grass, letting that sun hit your skin, you're not in there eating at the candy bowl.
yes,
You're
that's
not the
exactly
first in
right.
line at the lunch line. You're not eating off the unhappy cart. They had cake and ice cream today, chocolate cake and Publix ice cake and all that.
Mhm.
They always
Mhm,
have it every month, but you're not.
mhm.
You just doing no thank you. But now
Yes.
they know. They said, Deborah, we're not getting any for you. I said, they said we already know. So
Mhm.
they know that you're trying to save your life. And I'm gonna tell you what, Miss D said, I need to be doing what Deborah doing.
Oh, Deborah, that's exactly what happens. When you as you said, when you stand in your truth, when you find your truth, when you identify your truth and you hold on
Hmm.
to your truth, people recognize it and you change the energy in your environment.
My mama told my sister, Deborah's in the kitchen cooking now.
Yep. You change the energy in your environment. People want some of what you got. They want it because they see it, they can feel it. But
And
it
they can have it
only
for
happens when
nineteen
you
ninety
step
nine. It's 19.99. I can get you some sunshine for
up.
19.99.
Yeah, and you know what? And they can call me and sign up for that 52 weeks of transformation. They can
That's
get it that
right.
way
That's
too.
right.
They
We
can
can
get
we can get you some. What else you want?
so what else you got?
Okay.
We
That's
can
it.
do it for you.
That's it.
But
1-800. Call her up.
call her up. Yes.
That's
But
it. That's
but
it.
it is so possible you do that. When
Yes.
people see you, they are drawn to you. They are drawn to your truth. They are drawn to your energy, and that helps you stay in it.
Yes. But Michelle, there are
Mhm.
over 100. There are 115 people watching right now. I want you to know that most of them struggle with their weight. They're not going to come on, they're not even going to let you know their name. They are struggling with their weight. They are struggling with what they're eating. They're stress eating right now watching this, and they want some help.
Mhm.
So, how do you think they can start? What should
Yep.
they come Saturday? Should they come Monday? What should they do first?
Yep. Yep. All right. Before before you come to the class on Monday, which is free,
Mm-hmm.
before you think about signing up for the Write Your Way to Your Right workshop on
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, which is $25,
Mm-hmm.
before you contemplate that 52-week program, which
Mm-hmm.
will there's multiple price levels for that.
Mm-hmm.
Before you do that,
Mm-hmm.
for anybody that's listening and has a question and they want to start, this is what I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to close your eyes and I want you to breathe. I want you to breathe deep. Those that breath that makes your belly rise up. That kind of breathing, like little babies. You see them on the little bassinet, and the little stomachs are rising up and down, right? And they're breathing deeply. They're breathing deep. I want you to keep your eyes closed and breathe. And while you're breathing, I want you to think about what you really want. I want you to think about how you really want to show up in this world. And I also want you to think three other things. I want you to think and imagine that it's possible for you to have it. I want you to live in the expectation that it's possible for you to have it. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to believe that it's possible for you to have that thing. And I want you to find the desire with your eyes closed. Find the desire for that belief and for that expectation to be stronger than anything that you could ever eat, whatever that might be. Meditate and think on that. And it's 8:44 Eastern Standard Time, so it's nighttime. And there's a reason why I like to do my classes and my training at night is why I like coming on late with Deborah Ann, because this information that you get is close to when you're starting to wind down for the day, if you're
Mm-hmm.
in this side of the earth. And so you're going to sleep with this on your mind. You're going to
Yes.
sleep with this information embedded in your subconscious. And with it
Yes.
embedded in your subconscious goes to work for you while you are asleep, while you aren't even thinking, to help you make your dreams come true, to help you make your heart's truest and deepest desires come true. I, that's what I want you to do. I want you to go to your head. I want you to go to your head and just start thinking. Start thinking about the possibility of what it would look like, what it would feel like. I want you to start thinking about the possibility that you deserve it.
Amen.
I want you to know that. But you have to close your eyes and see it for yourself. I can't do it for
Amen.
you. You have to
Amen.
close your eyes and see your dream and your desire coming to life. Coming to life for you. That's what I want you to do. I want you
Yeah.
to think it. I want you to visualize it. I want you to affirm it. I want you to believe it. And then I want you to show up on Saturday. Show up on Saturday.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And you have to forgive yourself for whatever you ate. Forget that. Forget later for feeling bad. We got a
Yep.
new moment right now to
And we got a new
encourage
moment.
us.
We got a new moment. We got
That's
a new
it.
moment.
That's beautiful. Okay. Before we leave, I want to ask these questions one more time because I want you to give us your good input. Is it possible for you to get a different life and body by holding on to the same beliefs and behaviors? And then, who or what makes it easy to stick to your weight loss goals?
We have covered a lot of territory on this topic tonight, Deborah Ann. And
Hmm.
you know, everybody every everybody has to make that assessment in their own life because it is
Hmm.
different for everybody, right?
Yes.
Everybody's situation is different, but everybody has to come to the truth to answer those questions, right? But
Yes.
what is that? What is that saying? The definition of insanity? You keep doing the same thing over and over, but
Over and over and over again.
expecting a different result.
Hmm.
Well, the converse of that is that if you are expecting a different result, that means you got to do something different.
You know what I just realized?
Mm.
Michelle, you have lost 700 pounds over and over again. I think I've lost like 1,200 pounds
Yeah,
over and over,
over
losing,
again.
gaining, losing,
Mhm.
gaining. But this choo choo train gonna keep on going.
Yeah.
She's not
And
gonna back up on the tracks.
here's the thing about that gaining over and over again is that all that means was that there were some lessons I needed to learn that I hadn't learned. All
Yes.
that means is there were some lessons you needed to learn that you hadn't learned. But in this community, this is what's so great about having a community, being in
Mhm.
lockstep with multiple people. Is that means that you don't have to go through every single lesson yourself to learn it. That you can learn it
Yes.
from somebody else, and you can say, "Oh, I see that. I don't have to do that. I heard about that in group."
Hmm. Yes.
That's why the group is so important. Is that we all rise and learn together. We all rise and overcome challenges together when we come together in truth and share. We don't have
Yes.
to. And we don't have to all keep repeating the same thing over again. We can make some new mistakes. We can let some go. But the other thing about it is that we can all share in the victory. Because when somebody comes to the group and they had some insight or they had a win for the week, when we hear somebody else's win, that gives us permission to win too. We
Yes.
share in that win, and that win propels us because we know that if it's possible for somebody else, it is possible for us as well. And
Yes.
that is the power in coming together. That
Yes.
is the power in when we're coming together and moving in the same direction. Now,
And
I'm
it's
not
the power
putting
for you to know you can overcome a part of your journey one by one and never have to be worried about going back.
no, no
You
going
you
back.
you truly can.
No, no
And
going back.
each because there's no such thing as a mistake. You can keep changing your life each and every day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Every but here's the thing about that change is that change is going to happen with or without us. With or
Yes.
without. And if
Yes.
we know it's going to happen with or without us, we may as well get in the driver's seat and direct it.
That's right. That's
We
right.
may as well direct it and make the change be the thing we want it to be. And
That
we have
is
the power to do that. But we have to
that's
believe it.
awesome.
We have to have the expectation that we can do it, and we have to have the desire to do it. Belief,
That's right.
expectation, and desire. We need all three of those things.
We have had 100, more than 100 people on here for the whole hour. I want to encourage everyone to look in the discussion. Michelle has her contact information there. If you want to do a one on one with her, she will host on Saturday at 11 Eastern Standard Time her writing workshop. And on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, her weight loss support group open to everybody. You can go to the discussion group. You can connect on the information there and sign up. Sign up for the book, the classes, the coaching, or just talking to see where you should go. If you want to contribute to our channel, that information is there also. Anything you give to this channel is going to help folk just like us.
Yep.
So rest assured and know that is the case. We thank you, Michelle. Do you have any last words?
Show up.
That's
Just show
right.
up. Just show up. Just just show up. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I yeah,
Yeah.
I don't wanna like get off the call without just saying how grateful I am and appreciative because quite frankly, everybody on here could have been doing something else. But they
Amen.
chose in this moment
Amen. To
to
be
pour into themselves. And we're just gonna keep pouring. So
excellent.
just keep
Thank you.
showing
There
up
are
and keep showing up.
162 people right now on this channel. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Michelle. We'll see you next week. God
Next
bless
week.
all. Keep the peace and hair grease. Bye.